I will admit, I did not expect to be hearing of you so soon, or at all, ever really.
To be fair, it's not, I wasn't particularly looking forward to this either.
Either way, I cannot say that I am displeased to hear from you. I was longing to for so very long. A proper merry meet, Lazarus Parra.
Yeah, I suppose I should just get to the point.
Please.
I understand that. I guess you got no option. Why now?
There is nothing left of me here. There's nothing left for me.
I could hear it.
Now, as I can tell, my whole life I have been drifting in and out, never in one place for very long. Mentally, at least. And thus marks the end of another chapter in my life. The loss of the rest of my family. And I cannot stay in this house anymore. Yes?
I feel like probably not going to find what you're looking for here, but I can understand the wherewithal. I don't know if the words would come to me, but I really do desperately hope that you've considered all of the options, because if not, I don't think you're going to find what you're looking for here.
Oh, dear friend. I know what I'm going to find there.
Is it love?
Yes, but not only that. You already know of my episodes.
Of course.
All the things yet to come are the things that have passed.
What do you mean by that?
Do you not see? There is...
Look, I'm not surprised.
I do...
try not to pay attention. I really try.
I do apologize. I promise I'm not laughing at you. It's just... Oh. I do suppose she had a point. That infernal she-beast. Rabbit, she... She told me.
Oh. Fuck.
It is a continuous loop. There is no beginning and there is no ending. There is only the cycle of death and rebirth.
Is this... Well, it's... Fuck. Fuck. I don't know. Besides, I feel like coming here is going to get you out of it.
Of course not. But at the very least, I will not have to be alone.
If you say so. That's everyone's rationale, isn't it? Companionship. I can understand, but
Master Para, do listen to me. This house that is so woefully empty. Everything reminds me of them. Haid, my grandparents. The only other living creature between these walls is my dog.
Fuck.
And even then, it is evident that this is weighing heavily upon her as well.
I suppose I can't stop you. So, when do you think you'll be departing?
Tomorrow, I do want to spend one final Christmas here, with the bones of my relatives.
Christ. I suppose it goes without saying, but I'm sorry that I'm so quiet. I've never been one very hopeful.
Always the quiet type, the...
And I suppose I appreciate that, you know, even through all of what you're going through, you continue to persist.
I'm nothing if not immensely stubborn. It may be...
All the tuberculosis and whatnot.
It may be incredibly unbecoming of a lady like me, but stubbornness is really the only thing I have. It is the only thing that has kept me alive this long.
I suppose you can't be too mad. Well, really, it is your preference, so I can't fault you for it.
So I do consider you something of a brother to me, which means I will have to relent to you some rather dark things about my past. Recent past, in fact.
That being?
I made an attempt on my own life when I was hospitalized.
Oh my God. Oh.
And it was only the thought of her, my dearest dove, that made me throw it all back up. Of course, I was placed under suicide watch and very closely monitored for a very long while after this, but I remember it was not peace that came to me, like so many others have said when they have made their attempts. It was not peace, it was... Oh God, I don't know how to describe it, but whatever it was certainly not restful, not serene. There was no rest to be found. So clearly I am supposed to persist as long as possible. Right?
Well, I suppose that makes sense, but... Oh, God, I can't fault you for it. Is that the only thing that keeps you going, other than her?
Well, it is not merely her, but it was the thought of her being left with no knowledge of what happened to me that spurred me to do it. After all, aside from my stubbornness, I am a creature of unfathomable love. There is nothing more that I want to than to know that there is good in this world yet.
That's just persisting against the grain. Of course, I can't really say anything much. Oh. I guess it would be nice to have some more company, but I really do get the feeling that it's not going to last much longer.
I do not doubt that. Though I have to ask, how many others are there with you right now?
I don't even recall. something like 5, maybe 6 piles here, but not the same one. Actually, I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Yes, it seems that the bowels of that place have swallowed him whole. I have not heard from him in quite a while. The last time that I spoke to him was, 9 months ago, 8 maybe.
Well, like I said, it's not the same one. It's
I know.
the one in...
I know.
Okay, I see. I was shocked when I realized what was going on, but it's kind of become more normalized at this point. Well, until I stopped looking at it. And besides, whenever I do look into this place, it makes me physically ill. I don't want to look at it. But that's part of why I've been so quiet. I can't bring myself. I can't. And I'm sorry about that, but I wish there was more that I could see, that I could do, but it's just not there, and I'm not sure what to do.
Would you prefer me to be completely honest with you, Master Para?
I suppose.
The fact that you showed your face at all this evening is enough for me. My dear friend, my brother.
It's one of the few acts of companionship I can possibly even bring to the table, to be fair.
I believe it is worth the effort. After all, I did say unto thee that thou wouldst always have a seat at my table.
Likewise. And I'm sorry that I couldn't be there when you needed me most. Because clearly it's been quite a horrible ride. I haven't done anything. I've been completely stagnant. But I'm not. It's too late for that now, so...
Lazarus.
Yes.
You would do well to be kinder to yourself. Please.
For your sake, sure.
Thank thee kindly. And now that I suppose we have all of that mess out of the way, I must ask, how art thou this evening?
Well, the usual. I'm exhausted. I'm sure you're about in the same place.
I've spent the last several days between sleep and wake. Perhaps not the best way to spend my time, but what other choice do I have?
Waiting and waiting and waiting. And I suppose you're just going to end up here anyway.
It seems everyone always does. But the waiting, the waiting is the most agonizing part of it all. Not even just in this case, in any case. Where there is tragedy, there is always time to be made to wait before the next shoe drops, if there is another one. Sometimes there is not one, and you are just left to wait and wait and wait and drive yourself barking mad with the waiting.
I suppose that's it. Yes, that is exactly it. Nothing has happened here except people disappearing. There's nothing has happened. Nothing has directly happened. I don't know how to pass it. it is so still. That's really the core of it. And I don't know. Maybe that would be best for you to have that. I can't really. But I know you've made up your mind that it's beyond any reasonable doubt.
Indeed.
Besides, you know, you're on the way here, whether you like it or not. Clearly, it's built in, and I know that's something intuitive.
Would you say that it is a flaw in the code of this place? Is it a bug or is it a feature?
I feel like that's yes. I mean, things have gone quiet. Clearly, it's so quiet.
Here we are then,
So,
an empty street after the parade has passed.
You're talking to a ghost, really?
What are we all if not ghosts? Spirits drifting about, one place or another.
Oh, I suppose so. It is quite nice to hear from you.
And you as well.
I feel like, look, I can't find the words. It's just a lot. It is a lot. I'm not sure yet, but how long do you think it'll take to get here? I don't even know what month it is. I don't know what year it is. I can't tell. I think things have kind of gone a little bit off the rails, so to speak.
Well, from my perspective, the year is 2021. And it is Christmas Day. I suppose this makes you my gift. And my Lazarus, what a wonderful gift you are.
I appreciate that. I have to admit, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do.
Would you like my advice?
Sure.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
There's not a lot of merriness around, but...
Then create it. God, Lazarus, we were given the gift of creation. We are the creation and the destruction of the world. Do you not see it? Oh, it is such a glorious thing to be so damnably, delightfully human. Because above all...
And the only response...
We are what persists.
Yeah. Even after all this time, I'm still breathing. I'm still here. I'm still living. I suppose that is worth something.
And between the death of God and year zero, we are what remains. And I believe that is a rather beautiful thing. How typical of me. In my melancholy, always finding beauty in the small details.
Again, that's really the only way to go about it. How else do you even pass any of this? It's so ubiquitous. It's suffocating. That's exactly why I see it from. I'm sure you understand that. And
indeed so.
When you're here, you will. It is so impossible to even articulate this sheer nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. And I can't. Sorry.
No, please. Your voice is soothing to me.
Interesting.
It is better to hear another than only myself. I have not gone out of the house since they passed. Not since their funeral. Well, besides to walk Aoka. But besides that, nothing more.
How is Aoka?
They do say that dogs are much more in tune with our emotions than we are. She has been melancholic. She keeps wandering into Hayat's room and nosing through his things.
Will you take any of your articles with you?
As much as I want to, it is seen as rather faux pas in my culture.
I see.
We are not supposed to take anything from the dead. And we are not supposed to spend extended periods of time around it.
This may be a bit too late for that, but I understand.
Their bodies, I mean.
Oh, cool.
In the Di-Tinin culture, there is the idea that where there is a dead body, death lurks so close by waiting for you as well.
Do you feel like you're... I don't know how to put this in a way that doesn't sound rude.
Are we not all running on borrowed time?
That's exactly it. I was wondering how long you think you have.
I know not. I'm surprised that I managed to survive the sickness.
God.
There was a span of time where the only thing that I tasted in the back of my throat was blood.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
No, please, do go on. Do your best to describe it.
It's just as quiet here as you'll probably find it there. I suppose yes. There is something more. But it's so often you just see these abandoned walls. And you lose all sense of time and space even. At least it'll probably be painless. I feel like it's probably painless.
Lazarus, I do believe you've misunderstood me. It is not the quiet that I do not like. It is the silence. It is the total lack of sound, the lack of communication, the lack of humanity. And perhaps I am partially to blame for myself feeling like this. After all, I have been isolating myself from my community. But I can't bear to face them.
Besides, when you're already on this track, it's not easy to do.
Indeed so.
To be fair, most of us don't talk much anymore either. We've already spent so much time reading that fucking book. It's done with. It's already over. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
No. What book?
It doesn't matter. It's a bunch of nonsense, what it is. And yeah, I don't think I'd even have a chance of grasping it if I tried the original. If it was here. But that's all of that aside. I just...
Well,
I know it's a one-way. You know, we both know it's a one-way.
indeed
We were looking
so.
for a way out. We were looking for a way out, is what we were doing.
Well, Lazarus, when I am there, I will try my hand at passing it. The book.
Oh, you.
What about me?
Oh, you don't know what you're in for. You don't. Oh, it's good. That's real good. Oh.
Well, I am certainly glad that I could be your court jester for a change. Lord Lazarus.
I think the author of that is gone. I haven't talked to her, and I don't know how long. It's hard to even reach other people, because I don't know where they are. I can't find them half the time. I haven't spoken to any of them in months. I've been holed up in here. So it's nice to have this as a change of pace. I assume it's been much the same with you, you know. What with all the loss.
Well, yes, there is that.
But it's a much more active kind. You've lost something. I've only just I only barely recognize that I've lost anything. Madness. I don't, like I said, I don't even know what year it is. But I can look at the time on my device, fine, but I don't. It's like it doesn't register. I don't know how long I've been here. I get the impression no one does.
May I ask you something that may come across as rather trivial?
Of course. I don't have anything better to do.
When is your birthday, Lazarus? What is the date?
December 31st. Why?
Oh, a New Year's child. I will be sure to pick up something for you before I leave, in that case.
No, it's quite alright.
No, I've already made my decision.
Okay then. Just like coming.
Indeed. If my warmth is to be stamped out the way that you imply that it will, then at the very least, I can try to keep my fire going as long as possible.
I'm truly sorry it had to come to this.
Oh no. Just as I am sorry that it has come to this as well. But what am I to do? What are you to do?
Clearly shut myself away. Helps the rest of them anyways.
There was something that I asked of Master Kyle that I am quite certain the one that currently inhabits that wretched place will know nothing of, considering they are not the same iteration of the same person. And so I will ask the same of you.
Go on.
Join me for a dance, would you, love?
Oh, my. Well, if it's adding to the merriment of little there is to accumulate or accomplish, and I can't say no, can I?
You could. But I know that you do not want to. Because like every other living thing, you long for that socialization. We are a social species by nature, Master Para. If I were to put things in a more... how do you say? Exaggerated sense, as a species, we did put all of our points into charisma and nothing else.
No, I think I would appreciate that.
Then we do have a deal.
Of course. Thank you.
Do you dance, Master Para?
Oh, no, not the slightest.
Then I will take you under my wing as my student. I will teach you. I will guide thy hand, though I usually do take the leading position. I usually do take the following position.
Oh. Even in all of this, you can find some joy in that. It's bringing me back, I feel like. Even just this little tidbit. It's something. Like, you really have a way with your words.
I do pride myself on my vocabulary.
Maybe it will be a change of pace. Maybe.
I believe it would be good for you. All of you.
Yeah, we should all get together and have a dance-off. Right.
Oh, you charm me, Lazarus.
I try.
In another life, I do believe that you and we could have been childhood friends.
Really now? Maybe. Unfortunately, the circumstances don't seem to have cottoned to that.
Oh, well, damn the circumstances.
Yeah, what can you do? At least we have now.
Indeed.
Even if not particularly ideal, but...
Idealism sits in prison, just as chivalry has fallen on its sword. Though please do not attribute those quotes to me. Those are song lyrics.
I'm not... To be honest with you, it could be anything.
As I said, I do pride myself on my vocabulary. Even though I have stolen it. I clothe myself in old ardens stolen forth from Holy Writ, and seem a saint when most I played the devil.
That would not even register to me. Oh. I should have paid more attention in school, clearly.
What was schooling like where you are from? Because as it stands, I doubt you would delve that deep into Shakespeare.
fairly strict, but I never really paid much mind to it. I was a very detached kid, so I guess I'm a kid. But, at least by your standards of there in America, I think, I don't know. I don't know how old I am right now. But...
Well, the last I heard from you, it was last year for you was 2014. And if time flows in any sort of linear way, even as detached from the rest of the world as it is, it should be 2015 for you as well, now.
Well, didn't Kyle say that the 300915 was a date? And he figured that out, didn't he?
Yes, smart lad he is.
I don't know what to think.
Clearly that date has come and passed.
Yes. Surely there's some significance to it. I mean, what else could it be? I'm not really... I mean, maybe Ray would have a bit of an insight, but... Well, then again, I haven't spoken to her. I don't even know how long.
I was wondering about her. I have been messaging her frequently. After all, she is the one who told me how to get to that place. Interesting.
She gave you the direction?
Yes. Though it did take a fair amount of prying.
Oh, my.
She does...
How would she do that?
I asked.
Well, yes, I understand that. It doesn't seem like
As I said, it did take quite a bit of prying. After all, she does have some very firmly welded edges about her.
You could say that again. Oh my God. Oh. Well, I mean, I feel like I know her maybe more well than I probably should, considering how I am. But you're right. It is just a front. I feel like she is probably just as wanting for companionship as you are. So
she could have turned me down. The fact remains that she did not. It did take her a moment to come around to it, and I do apologize that you had to see those messages, good Lord, but she did come around to it.
And that counts for something.
I doubt it would be the first time she will make me beg for her.
Okay. That is interesting to note. I will keep that in mind. Okay.
Not like that! God! What is wrong with you?
I haven't lost my teenage edge.
Oh, Lazarus.
Well, it's looking like I might have to go soon, but I do appreciate that all of this has come to. Of course, I wish it wasn't under these circumstances, but I'm glad that there's joy, and that does count for something. It does. It really does.
Oh, the boy sees sense.
I could. When you get here, I don't know when you arrive. I guess I'll have to, express that somehow. I'm not sure how yet, but I know I have to.
Dance with me.
Yes. Yes.
I can teach you how to waltz.
That would be quite nice. It counts for something. It does.
There is good in this world yet, Lazarus Parr.
Even for all the little that it is something.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you do see sense. Oh.
Well, it's, I'm rather tired, I have to admit, so it's looking like I have to get going, but please, talk to me while you are on your way. At any stop, at any sort of opportunity that you get, there's something new.
Oh, I will. However, I must ask you that you stay just a bit longer. I did say that I would lend my voice to thee, and that is a promise that I intend to keep.
Of course, I'll try. I mean, it's not that I'm narcoleptic, you understand.
I do. There is a skin-deep, nay, soul-deep weariness that we both share.
Yes.
The difference is that only recently have I started giving into it. It's truly amazing what grief does to a person.
Yes. I'm not, I don't know. I've been so detached from everything for so long at this point. That's all there is to say.
That is quite all right. Still though, put your weary soul to rest, and listen. My head was warm, my skin was soaked. I called your name till the fever broke. When I awoke, the moon still hung, the night so black that the darkness hummed. I raised myself, my legs were weak. I prayed my mind, be good to me. An awful noise filled the air. I heard a scream in the woods somewhere. A woman's voice, I quickly ran into the trees with empty hands. A fox it was, he shook afraid. I spoke no words, no sound he made. His bone exposed, his hind was lame. I raised a stone to end his pain. What caused the wound? How large the teeth? I saw new eyes were watching me. The creature lunged, I turned and ran to save a life I didn't have. During my chase, there as I flew, forgot all prayers of joining you. I clutched my life and wished it kept. My dearest love, I'm not done yet. How many years I know I'll bear. I found something in the woods somewhere.
Thank you.
I do apologize. I am a bit shaky. I have not properly...
There's nothing to apologize for. It's the fact that you did it at all. It was marvelous.
You think so?
I do.
Are you the singing type yourself, Lazarus?
No, Kyle and I had a band in school, and
Of course you did.
I never did anything like that. I was just the pianist, that's all.
Oh. I never took you for the type to play piano.
Well, it's my parents and all. If you knew them, it wouldn't be terribly shocking. But in any case, I do have to get to bed, I think. But anyway, do keep me informed, please.
I will. Rest well, my dearest friend.
Good night.
Good night.